Dim, we've been training together with, players to umpires for 20 years now across, 18 years in Melbourne netball sort of thing. We're now looking at masterclasses, and the reason why is because there's certain elements that are still missing with staff that are getting up to that full control C badge level, but they're not B badge level, and they're not that professional polish where, from my point of view, they're not as disciplined to have their own standard when they get onto that court. And that's what we're looking for, to see who really can then step right up into that, that etiquette, I guess, of placement of the role and be able to produce all the polish of the role and the consistency and the discipline and maturity about handling them. What is it that this particular level between that's what we would call, I guess, a C badge level? I'm not just talking decisions, I'm talking about placement of being an umpire. What are they missing? What aren't we yet able to point out to them enough?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I think are missing is the way that they move around the court. After a period of time, I think that they feel as though I can cover any game, and therefore there is a certain amount of relaxation to the way that they umpire. Instead of taking a game as this is the very first game that I've ever umpired, now that I'm a C-badged umpire, I'm going to start to improve my level, and I'm going to start to be more definite about decisions, more quicker with my whistle, more louder with my explanations, and I'm going to cough.
It's all right.
More level with my explanations to players, and I just think it's a relaxation. They also pick up some bad habits because I find terminology is a problem. Instead of being specific according to what the player's infringement is, they tend to want to coach players. And by that I simply mean where a player might put a hand on a ball, which is definitely a contact, they will say contact, hand on the ball, which you don't really need to explain. All you're doing is bringing more verbal information into a game when what players want is not to even notice the umpire. The best umpire I've probably ever seen are umpires that if you went to a player and said, how was the umpiring, and they said, didn't even notice, that's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear any breakdown about an umpire.
Thanks.